Outside the stadium, hardy Thunderbirds fans were well aware of the weather threat, and they chose to show up despite the rain and low clouds.
This has been a tradition for a long time, so we're going to show up no matter what.
Gathering for the air show is a 10-year-long tradition for that woman and her family. This year, they'll be talking about it being canceled. The conditions did drive down the typical crowds who find spots in parking lots and hillsides to watch. Those who brave the weather came with jackets, umbrellas too. We spoke with an Air Force Academy grad and more than 20-year pilot who was watching the clouds obscure the view of Falcon Stadium and knew the show may or may not happen.
The weather's pretty low. I've flown in weather like this in fighters and trainers, so it's possible. You got 6 jets all together, that's a little bit more risk.
Most of the spectators knew the show would be downsized and would have been happy with a few flybys as word spread about the cancellation, though you could really hear a lot of the spectators asking, "Are you sure about that?" Well, former Thunderbird pilot and Academy grad, retired Colonel Samantha Weeks, talked with me and meteorologist Alex O'Brien this afternoon at the News 5 studio. She says the Thunderbird flyby happens 300 feet above the stadium. The problem was the clouds were at 300 feet, creating dangerous visibility. She says the decision to ground that flyover is always about safety.
I know how important it is for the graduates to get to toss their hat in the air and see the jets overhead. And I know how much it means to all members of the Thunderbird team to get to be a part of that, because half of us probably went through the academy and know what it means on that day of graduation. And so I know that every single team member, whether in the cockpit or on the ground, really wanted to be here in Colorado Springs today, specifically to do that flyby.
Meteorologist Alex O'Brien is joining me now, and Alex knew the clouds could be a problem today.
Right, and those clouds showed up in the forecast days ahead of time, but ultimately it does come down to the conditions right before the flight. And Samantha also gave us insight into their morning briefings where they look at the weather, not only at the academy, but also from takeoff to landing as well. And today they just determined that that low visibility threshold just made it unsafe to fly.
It's difficult to see that not happen, but it's worth it to keep everyone safe.